You will never know what your future holds unless you try new things and welcome different experiences. Many of the best things in life are probably going to make you feel uncomfortable. Staying in your box all the time, while it can feel easier, may actually prevent you from living up to your full potential. Help others. Helping others can completely change your life and change other people's lives as well. Whether you do something big or small, do something to help those around you. Try to live for the sake of others. That's what some of us do. That's why we are here. Something very small to you can completely change someone's life. Make yourself a top priority. The future is in your hands. Moving forward, you control your destiny. Make sure to do what is finest yourself. I am proud to say that because of your relentless efforts, it has been possible for SLAV management to hold this grand ceremony, even without the founder. Wherever he is, he must be smiling. You now have the knowledge, the skills and wisdom to begin your journey of career development. Be true to the values and virtues. St. Lawrence University blessings to light your candle. Please light your candle. Go yonder and make everyone proud as a graduate and an alumnus of St. Lawrence University. With that, Mr. Chancellor, sir, I once again thank you for the invitation and the audience. I wish you a very cheerful day as you enjoy the rest of the function. Thank you so much. May the good Lord be with you.
Nyabo owekitiibwa Dr. Prosperous Nanchindu Kavuma, oyinza okuba gw'omu ku abo abaawulira ti akagaali kankuba ekigo katono kanzite. Ekibi ekyava mu ekyo ti sayidi ey'omutwe eraba ebintu ebitawandiikiddwa bulungi ye yagwa ku ttaka. N'olwekyo ennambulula y'ennyukuta bw'eteba nnungi, mpisibwa bubi abaawandiise erinnya lyo bankoze bubi, onsonyiwe onsonyiire ddala. That one is intranslatable. I'd like to make mention of Rosemary Y. Duke, and they are coming to us from the Nigerian High Commission. You're very welcome. Mr. Galiwango Henry, also from the Nigerian High Commission, you are very, very welcome. We also do have some other notable persons. We do have mixing up of paperwork here. But will mention Mr. Kagwa Ronald is with us, and I think I also want to let you know that we do have very notable persons in this part of the country. And when we talk about notable persons here, heads of clans are very, very important persons. And I do know that we have two already in our midst. And after the next series of events, I'll certainly make you aware of which clans have been represented here. When we talk about clans, we also talk about totems, and we already know that some have made their presence here. Right about now, I've been guided that it is the opportunity for us to invite, or should I invite, maybe let me ask Fred, so that he come and invite. The Bible talks about people who don't have the power to touch the lessons of others. Fred, come here and invite your boss and mine by extension.
I have the honor to invite my boss, my supervisor, the Vice Chancellor of this mighty institution. Doctor, you are welcome, and the people are eagerly waiting to hear from you. Let's welcome the Vice Chancellor. We cannot have any other Vice Chancellor. It is him alone. Current performers, let's welcome the Vice Chancellor of this mighty institution.
The Chancellor, His Excellency Edward Kiwanuka II, Honorable Members of Parliament present, Honorable Ministers present, Right Honorable Rose Namayanja, Deputy Secretary General of the ruling party, NRM, the Chairperson, Board of Trustees, members of the Board of Trustees present, the Chairperson, University Council, members of the University Council present, our guest speaker, Professor Katerega, thank you for those words of wisdom. Representatives from our sister institutions, the Senate, academic, administrative, and support staff, and students, graduates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of St. Lawrence University community, I take this opportunity to warmly welcome you to our 12th graduation ceremony. I take this opportunity to appreciate the concerted efforts of the Chancellor, the Board of Trustees, the University Council, the University Management Team, academic and support staff who have jointly contributed to the success of this ceremony. I also wish to appreciate our parents and sponsors for supporting our students during their stay with us. The university normally holds its graduation ceremonies in the month of November, but due to challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic, management had to delay the function to today to allow staff and students complete the stipulated curricula exhaustively. The theme for today's graduation ceremony, as has been hinted on by our guest speaker, is tertiary institutions' performance in sustainable management of pandemics. The theme points at being prepared for the unexpected occurrences in life. Pandemics have not started with COVID-19. Neither will they end with it. Society has existed amidst challenges posed by shocking and abrupt changes in the environment. Our graduates have had an opportunity to be flexible, resilient, and adaptable during the last 2 years of COVID lockdowns. Their behavior and determination to soldier on with academic pursuits despite the pandemic shows they have acquired reasonably sufficient skills to go out in the outer world and add value to society. I wish to appreciate the team spirit exhibited by the Board of Trustees, Board of Directors, University Council, management team, academic staff, support staff, and the student leadership, especially during the trying moments this country has gone through. I wish also to recognize the support from our stakeholders in different forms that has contributed to the function we are holding today. I appeal for continued cooperation. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I wish to introduce to you the Executive Committee of Management, which has been coordinating all the affairs of the university. Without teamwork, today's function would have not materialized. I'd like to recognize Mr. Peter Semakula, our resident director. Wherever you are, please stand up for recognition. Thank you. I want also to recognize Professor Charles Sechewa, the university secretary. I'd like to recognize Miss Ruth Mirembe Seninde, the academic registrar. Then, Mr. Chancellor, myself, Dr. Charles Masaba, the Vice Chancellor. On a personal note, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce my lifelong partner, Mrs. Betty Masaba. Yeah. Very supportive. Mr. Chancellor, I wish to give you a brief report on the key events and achievements in the previous academic year. The School of Postgraduate Studies and Research is today presenting 10 graduates. Would you please wave? Postgraduate. Where are you? Where is it? Postgraduate students, would you like to wave, please? Yeah? Thank you. This being the fourth time for the programs of Masters of Business Administration and Management and Masters of Education Administration and Management to produce graduates. The numbers are steadily growing as we try to perfect our training. Some of the graduates are members of staff of the university. This helps in staff development. The university continues to develop market-oriented programs to match the rapidly changing demands of society. Today, we are presenting the third volume of our academic journal, and I would like to appeal to all our guests to make sure you acquire a copy. And we propose that from the next intake, all students should be required or will be required to have a copy of the journal to prompt research and self-study. We urge all our guests, as I've said, to acquire a copy so that you help to widen our visibility. The university continues to expand community outreach programs to the neighboring districts through offering short training programs to market vendors, small business entrepreneurs, and public health teams. Themes covered in the last academic year included customer care, bookkeeping, partnerships in business, and business growth. We believe skills imparted will help communities sustain themselves economically. Due to uncertainties on the date of lifting the lockdown, management took a decision to reopen for the second semester of 2020-2021 for online classes on the 18th of August 2021. The online classes were preceded by orientation of staff and students on the conduct of new approaches. Now we had blended methodology. Following the presidential directive on reopening tertiary institutions fully on 1st of November 2021, management adjusted accordingly to blended methodology to ensure that second semester ended as planned on 10th December 2021. Regarding governance and management, during the period being reported on, management, with the approval of University Council, has come up with 3 committees of management and several subcommittees as follows. The first committee of management is the Executive Management Committee, the one I have just introduced, whose membership includes the Vice Chancellor, the University Secretary, the Academic Registrar, and the Resident Director. The second committee is Top Management, whose membership includes the Vice Chancellor, University Secretary, Academic Registrar, heads of management subcommittees, and this committee reports to the Executive Committee. The third and the last committee of management is Senate, whose membership includes the Vice Chancellor, University Secretary, Academic Registrar, Deans, Director Graduate School, heads of department, the librarian, Quality Assurance Officer, Dean of Students, Director Entrepreneurship, IT Systems Manager, heads of subcommittees, and 2 student representatives. This committee reports to Council. That is our system of management. Each of the committees and some committees has clear terms of reference. Management plans to orient all staff, academic and administrative, on the new harmonized reporting lines with a view to optimizing teams and systems management for coherent service delivery. The committees created are intended to align university management to university council committees which provide strategic direction. On human resource development, I wish to report that some of our staff have attained PhD qualifications, and others are still pursuing further studies. With
Amanya